So for today, we're going to continue with our discussion on long division of polynomials. And the process for today is going to be exactly the same as the process for yesterday. It's just that now we're just looking at more complex polynomials. So again, we have this fraction here. Remember, the numerator is what you're dividing, and the denominator is what you're dividing by. So we're going to have x squared minus 1 as our divisor, and then we write the expression in the numerator inside. Okay. So we start by saying, what value do I have to multiply by x squared to get 5x to the fourth power? Well, if I take x squared and I multiply it by 5x squared, I'm going to get 5, and then x squared times x squared is x to the fourth power. So I want to put 5x squared here in the numerator. Now remember, by default, we are always subtracting. So 5x squared times x squared is 5x to the fourth power. And now remember, we also have to multiply 5x squared by this second term minus 1. So 5x squared times negative 1 is minus 5x squared. So now we compute the subtraction. 5x to the fourth minus 5x to the fourth is 0. Remember, when you have two negative signs, so here I have minus a negative 5x squared. Remember, that becomes addition. And now I have nothing to combine with this 5x squared term. So I'm just going to bring down the minus 4x to the third and then carry along the plus 5x squared. Okay, remember, the reason why this is plus is because we're subtracting a negative 5x squared. So subtracting a negative, when you have two negative signs, they cancel out, and so it becomes a positive. So now we have negative 4x to the third plus 5x squared. And I want to say, okay, what value do I have to multiply x squared by to get negative 4x to the third? Well, if I do x squared times negative 4x, then that's going to give me negative 4x to the third power. So I want to have minus 4x up here. So now when I multiply x squared times negative 4x, that's minus 4x to the third. And when I multiply negative 4x times negative 1, that actually gives me a positive 4x. And so what we have is we have negative 4x to the third minus negative 4x to the third. So again, two negatives. So negative 4x to the third plus 4x to the third is 0. And now in this case, I know I didn't carry it down, but I do have a positive 10x up there. So I have 10x minus 4x. And so I'm going to carry down the 5x squared. And then we have 10x minus 4x is going to give us 6x. And then just for good measure, I'm going to carry down the 7 as well. Okay? So now we need to figure out what value when I multiply it by x squared gives me 5x squared. That's just going to be 5. And so when we multiply 5 times x squared, we get 5x squared. And when we multiply 5 times negative 1, we get minus 5. So again, 5x squared minus 5x squared is 0. There's nothing to combine the 6x with, so it comes down. And then 7 minus negative 5, again, minus a negative is like adding a positive. So 7 plus 5 gives us 12. And now when the degree of your divisor becomes greater than what's left, you stop. So the degree of x squared minus 1 is 2. The degree of what's left is just 1, so we stop. So our answer is 5x squared minus 4x plus 5 plus 6x plus 12 divided by x squared minus 1. So this is our final answer. We copy down what's at the top, and then our remainder we write as the remainder divided by what we were dividing by. So our polynomial that's at the top, 5x squared minus 4x plus 5, plus our remainder, which is 6x plus 12, divided by our dividing polynomial, which is x squared minus 1.